Hello, I'm Stuart Livesey from Total Website Management with another short video to help our clients grow their business. And today I want to talk about Facebook. Now, I know a lot of people throw their arms in the air and say, Facebook, I don't want anything to do with it. It's a terrible place to be. I'll give up all my privacy. Well, if you think that now, then I hate to tell you that the horse is already bolted. Your privacy has long gone, even though you may not be on Facebook. So if you can overcome that little shock, then perhaps we need to start thinking about how we can use Facebook to grow our business. And it is still a valuable source of leads and information that you can get out to your potential customers, even though over the last 2-3 years Facebook has changed the way that it shows business posts to other people. However, knowing that that's the way Facebook works, we can still make Facebook work for us, and that's what you should be trying to do. Now, today I want to talk about the general Facebook post, the one that you see when you go to your news feed if you are on Facebook, and you'll see information from different businesses there. And I want you to stop and think about the information that you read and the ones that you just flick over because, well, they're too long, there's too much reading involved, you haven't got time, it doesn't look very interesting, and think about which ones you flick over and which ones you don't. It's quite research has shown that the information that businesses put out there, most people don't read because it's far too long. They might be offering advice and good advice at that, but most people will skip by it unless they really want to read it. So how do you get your message across? Well, you have to keep your message short, brief, very brief. 80 characters is said to be the longest message that you should put on Facebook if you want people to actually stop and read what you're saying. 80 characters is just about, well, depends on the length of the words you use, but it might be 12 to 14 words. How do you get a message across in 12 to 14 words? It's a challenge. It's not impossible. Even I can do it. So if I can do it, you can do it too. You just have to think about what you say and what you add to your post. So if you want people to read even that short post that you're making, even those 80 characters, there are some things that you have to do. You have to know who you're talking to. Who's your audience? Young people, old people, in-between people, millennials, whatever else they want to call the various generations that are floating around. Even old farts like me tend to read posts that they're aimed at some other generation. So you'll pick up people along the way from everywhere, but you must target your message to the people that make up your audience. And once you know who your audience is, think about what interests them, and then start talking about those interests in your posts that are only 80 characters long, and guide them back to your website to where they can pick up more information. You see, 80 characters is only the message. It doesn't matter about the URL that goes with it. So you can put a URL in there that will link back to your website and be well above the 80 characters, but that main message at the top, it must be eye-catching, it must be interesting, it must be targeted to your audience. And when you do that, you'll have a much better chance of getting people to click on the link that you've included and get them off to your website to find out more information about the service you're offering or the advice you're providing. It's not hard, as I said. I always type those 80 characters into a Word doc. I'm blowed if I can count 80 characters and think about what I want to type at the same time. So I type a short sentence, as I said, 12 to 14 words. Then I use the Word doc tool that allows you to see how many characters, including spaces I should add, are in that post. So it's 80 characters including spaces, and a Word doc will tell you whether you've reached that limit or not. And if you have reached it and if you're happy with it, if I've reached the limit and I'm happy with what I've said, I simply copy and paste it into the post on Facebook. So that's how you can, one of the ways you can make Facebook work for you is keeping your message short, making it interesting to the people that want to read it, that are likely to read it and do business with you, and to use it to guide them back to your website. Not all of them are going to come. In fact, Facebook may not even show that post to all that many people, but you will find that you'll get more people coming across to your website if you keep it to that 80 character limit. Hope that's helped, and as always, if you need any advice, help, support, encouragement, then don't hesitate to give Tony a call, and if need be, she'll redirect you on to me, but she can usually answer most of your questions. Thanks for watching.